Nothing is impossible. The best a man can get. I'm loving it. Taste the rainbow. Call it a tagline, call it a slogan. Whatever you call it, it's something that can revolutionize the appeal and image of the brand with just a few right words. Watch on to learn what a slogan is, why you need it, and how to write it. My name is Katerina. Every week I share a video on copywriting or content marketing to help you get better at your job. Subscribe to my channel so you'll never miss a new video. The other day I heard someone talk about a company's value proposition and call it a marketing slogan. As someone who knows a little bit about marketing, I got outraged. But then I thought, marketing jargon can be really confusing, so I've decided to make a video to explain what a slogan is so people don't confuse it with other marketing terms. Before we start, let me clarify the thing about the slogan and the tagline. To many people, me included, they are the same exact thing. But some marketers would say that taglines are more permanent, they represent the whole brand, and are only changed for a large company rebranding. Slogans, on the other hand, are used for marketing campaigns. They can be changed frequently and highlight specific aspects of a product or service. This opinion makes a lot of sense and I accept it, but I do believe that there is no much difference between these two concepts, and I like the word slogan more. Now let's get to it. What is a slogan? Well, first of all, Merriam-Webster defines a slogan as a brief, attention-grabbing phrase used in advertising or promotion. In Middle Ages, slogans were used primarily as passwords to help recognize an individual at night or in a battle. In advertising, the world's first slogan appeared in 1859 in print. It was an ad for a cure-all medicine called Beecham's Pills. Beecham's Pills, worth a guinea a box. In the ad, the brand promised to dislodge bile, stir up the liver, cure a sick headache, female ailments, remove disease, and promote good health. It cost less than a guinea to buy. Another century-old but still well-known slogan goes back to 1895 and belongs to Procter & Gamble. They used it to promote their ivory soap product. The slogan itself is pretty weird. It says 99 and 44 100% pure. To win sales, Harley Procter, son of Procter & Gamble co-founder, decided to run a lab test to prove that the ivory soap was purer than Castile soap, which at that time was considered the best soap available. It turned out it was. Thinking that consumers will be impressed by technical authenticity, Procter began sticking the phrase 99 and 44 100% pure in ivory advertisements. And it worked better than their previous ad, It Floats, that appeared in 1891. What's more, it's still in use today. You can see their vintage ad to see this slogan in action. I've added a link to it to the description of this video. How slogans sell. Today, it's hard to imagine an advertising campaign without a catchy slogan. The slogan's main goal is to catch the audience's attention and influence their buying decision. There are 4 things that most successful slogans do. 1. Grab attention. Apple's simple and grammatically clumsy slogan, "Think Different," became one of the most talked about advertising campaigns of the decade. 2. Leave a memorable impression. L'Oreal Paris Because You're Worth It left a remarkable impression on women at the time when feminism was taking over. I bet you remember this slogan. It feels like it's been created recently, but in fact it was written in 1973, almost 50 years ago. 3. Use simple, familiar vocabulary. Nike's "Just Do It" is one of the simplest and most powerful slogans ever written. It was inspired by the last words of a murderer before he was executed: "Let's do it." The "Just Do It" campaign allowed Nike to increase their market share from 18 to 43% in 10 years. 4. Make a positive impression. MasterCards, there are some things money can't buy. For everything else, there is MasterCard. was written for their priceless campaign with the purpose to position MasterCard as a friendly credit card company with a sense of humor, something people would not normally associate with an industry giant like MasterCard. Grab attention, leave a memorable impression, use simple, familiar words. Make a positive impression. If your slogan does all that, it can affect your audience's buying behavior. What likable slogans have in common? According to one study, see the link in the description, the most likable slogans have the following things in common. They clearly communicate a message. They emphasize the benefits of a product or service they are advertising. They are creative. They do not mention the brand name. Another study analyzed 100 English slogans to define what words they use most frequently. It turns out the majority of successful slogans use the following 8 adjectives. Good. Good food, good life. Nestle. See how good they feel. Bundle. Women's shoes. Beautiful. Beautiful, colorful you. Bone Bell brand, makeup for eyes, lips and face. For life's most beautiful moments. Booker, leading retailer for watches and jewelry in Switzerland. Real. Real Ice Creamier. Tip-top ice cream company in New Zealand. Real Health, Real Beauty. Glow, Canadian beauty and health magazine. A real company in a virtual world. Amazon.com. Tastes like a real milk because it is. Devondale Milk, Australia. Better, make it better. Timberland boots. Mud, better when it's on you. Mud jeans, American youth brand. Better ingredients, better pizza. Papa John's Pizza. Best, the best part of the day. Evening Herald tabloid newspaper. The best a man can get. Gillette. Great, great seafood. Not a lot of clams. Rockfish Seafood Grill Restaurant, Dallas, Texas. For great American food, think Daily. Daily Grill Restaurant, California. Great ideas for small rooms, IKEA. Perfect. Perfect for when friends drop in. Houghton Australian Wines. The perfect moment between past and future. Rocca's Watches, France. Pure. Pure, fresh, clean, Colgate Oxygen toothpaste. Pure Life, Nestle Natural Spring Water. How to approach your own slogan. Now, when you've heard all those beautiful slogans, you probably want to write one yourself. Not to disappoint you, but I'm not going to share any step-by-step processes or winning frameworks for writing great slogans, because there are none. A great slogan is a consequence of research, lots of bad drafts, and creativity. But there are some things that can point you in the right direction. Ask yourself these 3 questions. What do you do? What is your promise? What is your brand like? So, what do you do? When trying to answer the first question, you want to sound clear. Are you sharing marketing tips on Instagram? Teaching English on Zoom? Offering IT consulting services? Write down what you have to offer and move on to the next question. What is your promise? The easiest way to talk about your promise is to put your offer in front of you and keep asking "so what" to yourself. For example, let's say you run a blog where you talk about different stories of art from ancient times to the present day. So what? What are the benefits of reading the history of art? Study history, understand the world, get a greater perspective on different cultures, talk about art without sounding dumb. Feel creative and inspired. Now, when you know your benefits, let's answer the last question. What is your brand like? You need to show a little bit of your brand personality in your slogan. Let's say your art blog is designed as a time scale where each article has a work of art as a header image. Put it to work in your slogan. You need to come up with something that encompasses what you do, your benefits, and your brand image. So what do you get? 2000 years of life in shapes and colors. That's a great slogan. If you put it on your website as a title, you can add a subtitle that communicates your value proposition. Many people confuse a slogan with a value proposition. Let's figure out the difference. A value proposition is a promise to your future customers. It's a statement that describes what problems you solve or what needs you address, for whom, and why your offer is better than alternatives. Shopify has a great explanation of a value proposition. People plus Shopify equals entrepreneurs with superpowers. In other words, your value proposition should focus on the superpowers that your customers get. Slack, a popular corporate messaging app, has a slogan. Slack is your digital headquarters, and their value prop is transform the way you work with one place for everyone and everything you need to get stuff done. As you can see, a slogan is figurative, while a value proposition is literal. Going back to our art blog, what value proposition can we add for a slogan 2000 years of life in shapes and colors? How about stories about art to understand the world and create a better one? Hope this video has made the concept of slogan a little bit clearer. I'll see you next time with a new video. Thank you for watching. Я Катерина. Пока-пока.